Hey, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna connect everything up. We've got the batteries charged. We've got our SAE plugs all connected to the batteries. We've got our 60 amp waterproof connectors to the 100 amp battery. So we're just gonna kind of move over to the Kayak, which is right here in the garage, and kind of show you how I connect everything up in my Kayak. That way, you know, you kind of get the gist of how I do it and what we're gonna use these batteries for. So stay tuned and we'll bring you the Kayak part. Alright guys, so this is my Kayak right here. I've got some stuff stored in the front there that needs to get out, but so what I've got running here is a quick disconnect for the battery and an SAE plug to have all my power in the back of the Kayak, and it runs to a power box up front in my hatch. So the big red one, got one on this end, and also got one right here as well. So this connects, that right there connects right there to my trolling motor. You can kind of see it right there. So it's just pretty simple. I ran the wire through the hole all the way up. So kind of get you on the front view here where you can kind of see me and kind of know what I'm talking about as I'm hooking up the batteries. So we'll be right back. Right here in the back of the Kayak, got my 100 amp. Always have a fuse back here as well. I've got a fuse up there as well in my control panel underneath in my hatch. So I kind of got it. I got the surge kind of protected twice. So I've got a 60 amp up here, and I've got I think a 25 to 30 amp up there. So if this pops, it won't pop that fuse. But if it gets too much surge up there, it'll pop that fuse and then pop this one back here. So these quick disconnects are pretty easy. As you can see, they just connect just like that. Let me turn the battery sideways. They just unplug and plug up just like that. And then this battery, the 50 amp, will sit in my crate. Kind of like this. And what I've got on here, and I'll tell you what I've got on here. With this plug, it's got a USB port right there. Right there. And it's also gives me a reading of how many amps I'm running. I've got left on this battery, so it's reading 13.9 right now. So what I do, I run my fish finder. This is my fish finder plug, and this is my GoPro plug. And if I need to charge my phone while I'm on the water, I can unplug the GoPro, plug my phone right in, and it'll charge. So kind of has a dual purpose on this battery, electronics and GoPros. So usually what I do, I just throw this battery in the back of my crate like that. And the same thing with these SE plugs, they just kind of plug and play. So I have all my power ran right here in the back. This is considerably lighter than a lead acid, so golly, it's way lighter than that lead acid. So this is what I'm running. I'm running a 100 amp from my trolling motor, running a 50 amp to run my Humminbird Helix 7 Mega chirp, side down imaging, traditional sonar, and then just running my GoPro right here behind me, so I can just have all that sit right there in my crate. So this is the setup in my new canoe. This is a F12, so it's a little longer. So, but yeah, it's gonna work out just great. Watt cycle batteries, 50 amp, 100 amp. If I was running some, live scope or anything like that, maybe a 360, I'd probably run the 50 amp up there on that as well. I believe you can get a day's worth running and gunning with a 100 amp and running and gunning with a 50 amp watt cycle lithium. So there it is. There's my setup. So you can see all my rods and stuff. So we'll get on the next video we'll put out is the water test and kind of see how it performs and things like that. So stay tuned and we'll get to that video as well.